Hello, hello. What's up? What's happening? Captain? Because we are here setting sail in space. Not really setting a sail at all. We're just having a good old time. I'm here with Andy. I'm here with Zane. I'm here with Ross. I'm here with Jackson. We're on YouTube Music. We have merch. Without further ado, let's get ready for tonight's episode of Orbit 21. All right. Things got serious. Scott battled a dangerous robotic enemy as Jovthor observed, bet, and waited patiently. Kane wanted to save Scott, but I'm a jerk. So narratively, he decided to withhold his magic for everyone's safety. Elsewhere in the mining facility's outer halls, Ewan eliminated agents and helped the group escape with their winnings from Scott's victory. Once they were at a safe distance, Ewan hit the button and demolished the Black Rock. During their journey, they found a ruined megaship and a lone escape pod with a single survivor, whom they could not save. As they approached Jupiter, they encountered a small blockade of two similarly sized ships to their own. Using their cloaking device, they prepared for a surprise attack. Did you guys have a communication device with them at all?
With who?
Like, did you guys communicate with them at all? I don't know if we did that.
Yes, I believe that they made contact with us. At the very
I'm
end.
trying to remember what I said.
Oh, I think Scott says something like, "You didn't see us."
Oh yeah. I think we opened a channel.
Okay.
If I'm wrong, let us know in the comments.
I don't remember what happened, so what we're going to do is we're going to imagine a world where that was like an alternate cliffhanger moment. And like, well, you know what I mean? They do that at the end of the show, and then they like come back in, and you're like, this is not really what happened, but they wrote it for season 2, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
You know?
This is season 2.
So that's just like, it's a big climactic moment.
Orbit 21, written by Dave Filoni.
Yeah, so they hated the major character who was orange at the beginning of the show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What?
What?
We have blue, we have green, we have purple, and we have monkey.
Okay.
Embrace monkey.
So anyway, there's a ship in the distance. I said sort of Jupiter's the size of the moon in the sky in the distance. So it's pretty far away.
That's
What?
2 degrees?
2 degrees.
It's the size of the moon in the sky. 2 degrees.
Cool.
Oh.
So it's far away.
Galactically, it's pretty close.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But between you and that, you have to get through this blockade. I believe they sort of attacked you. I don't know if you guys. It became immediately obvious, but they were tracking you using the ORB. I think they mentioned something about that. And if not, you guys would intuit that that is the case. So ship combat's a little bit interesting. I'm just going to sort of gonna illustrate it the way that it says here, just so we can all be on the same page, especially the audience and myself. So each character, when combat will begin, each character will make a roll on the ship to participate. A character's actions with regards to the ship are limited by the role that they choose. The entire enemy ship acts on a single turn of the initiative order, where you individuals will act separately. Meaning I only have 2. You guys will have 4. Does that make sense? Cool. And then if a character's role is captain, the entire crew can act on a single turn in the initiative order. If a character is in the role of captain, the entire crew can act on a single turn of the initiative order, should you want to. So it's just like, that's just something that's an option for you. Character roles are as follows: captain, dogfighter, engineer, and gunner and pilot. Obviously, there's 4 of you and 5 jobs.
Were these already the jobs that were laid out?
No.
I think I sort of said something a long time ago because I had like a different idea for how this was going to work, and then they just were like, "Oh, the rules exist," so I just went with this.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Yep, because things change. Everybody knows who plays D&D. So I guess who's feeling like being a captain? Captains can initiate a boarding party. They can brace for impact should they be needing to withstand some damage. They can deep scan. They can fire at will, and they can full speed ahead. Dogfighters can get out. You guys can't technically have a dogfighter in this case because that would be so. There's 4 jobs. You have an engineer. You have a gunner. You guys can technically 2 of you can be gunners because you have a ship on a blaster on the top and a blaster on the bottom. And then you can have a pilot. So what sounds the most interesting to you?
Ewan will take piloting because he has a +8 for piloting.
You good?
Can you put that on the other screen?
Put something on another screen. Hey,
You should see it.
this little mini deck thing?
Yeah.
I don't think I can.
I assume engineer. It's just regular. kinda
It's for sure stuck. Technical difficulty.
Here, you guys keep talking. I'll fix this.
Gotcha. Okay. So
Wait, what does Scott want to do? What does he want to be?
I think Scott wants to be on like radar communications.
Scott's gonna do
radar gunner.
some radar, which is not necessarily a gunner. Radar would actually be the captain.
Oh, well, put me on gunner then.
Gunner? All right, gunner it is. What are we thinking? Joe Thor sounds a lot like an engineer.
Yes. And what is?
Is that one of the things?
Yes, engineer is one of those. What is he? What do engineers do other than?
They're going to repair the ship for damage. They're the healer in this moment. They will use their technology checks. And then they can also overcharge. They can expend spell slots that they have to overcharge the engine.
I have no spell slots.
Because it's a nuclear based thing. And in this case, that definitely applies. But engineering basically would be system repair. Now, something that I'm going to tell you is that you can change your role per round.
So
Just for now, we're deciding what you guys started the game as, right? Because you're sitting in your ship, you're all in like kind of the Guardians of the Galaxy style seating. Remember the fancy chairs that Ross described, the dice hanging over the mirror, and we're all in this ship looking out in the distance, and they are going to attack. But you guys have the first round. What are you going to do? Like where do you find yourself? What's happening?
So, is there like the equivalent of a hold action?
In this case,
basically, I'm gonna wait till they fire. As soon as they fire back,
I think you guys decided. I think I sort of gave like an ultimatum. I'm trying to remember. It's all comes back to me, sort of.
We can try and hide, like use our invisibility to kind of go around them, or we can initiate contact.
Well, you can use your invisibility and get the first action.
Oh yeah.
Or you can just like
because
attack them at the same time.
They know we're here.
Yeah, they do. They can because you're like you're censored. Like they can tell where you are. Like, but they
Something
don't have you
gave us
pinged.
away. I think
It was the I believe that you guys said that you were being tracked or something like that. It's a secret. Well, I said it, and then Jackson tried to metagame, and then we learned that they were like, "Oh, we know where you are." But I'll tell you right now, the reason they're able to track you is because of an ORB. ORB is a big satellite dish that's sending out signals and returning those signals to get messages across distances, all kinds of things like that.
so. Who's navigating real quick?
Who's piloting?
Yeah. I'm gonna
Ewan is piloting.
Yes.
Ewan, maneuver us around the rear fighter.
Got it.
So I guess we should just roll initiative.
And our ship has advantage on initiative.
Ooh, fancy.
That was one of the two.
Does everyone roll initiative or just
Everyone's rolling initiative.
Okay.
But you guys will basically all have advantage.
Oh, advantage.
I got
will
a
roll
10.
I'll
for
need
our
it.
different ships. Ooh,
I got a 10.
Bummer.
That's great.
What about your second one?
It was an 8.
so I have my enemy ships here. So we're gonna have. What did you guys roll?
I rolled a 16 with advantage.
16.
Wow.
16 with
Wow.
advantage.
17.
17. Scott's first, and then you,
13?
13. So you're gonna go before me.
10.
10. So you're gonna go after a ship after. So basically, right now, the order is Scott, Jove, Thor, Kane, that ship over there,
Ship you and ship.
Ewan, and then this ship over here. Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Cool. So to begin, we begin with Scott. Scott, you are a gunner. Scott, you can open fire. You can also do exactly what you were trying to do, which is ready an attack. Use an action to ready an attack with a ship's weapon, just as you would ready an action with a normal weapon. Often this readied action is used to deploy weapons, such as a neutron torpedo or something similar.
Do we have any neutron torpedoes?
No, what is your ship capable
Question.
Great question. Good thing I took notes. So currently we have 2 auto turrets, quote unquote, that if we just want to run or at any point they can shoot for us, but we can man them ourselves. So we have 1 top, 1 bottom that does 3d4 radiant damage, like mega damage, because that's how ship HP.
Yeah, each
works.
one multiplies by 100 of you.
Yes. Let's see.
Just hit points.
Let's see. 90-degree maneuverability, 2 auto turrets, probe, shield generator. So with that, our shields are only unidirectional, correct? At least that's what you said before.
In that moment, no. They're basically just a buffer of hit points.
Okay.
For that narrative moment, you bet.
Okay.
Right now, no.
Okay. Gotcha. So yeah, we have the 2 auto turns. We have 8 shield points, and then 50 mega hit points.
So those are our only guns, are the auto turrets?
Currently,
There is
yes.
yes. Currently, that is it. Yes.
Okay, so I'm just turning them on and off.
No. So you basically, if imagine it's got like a steering device, but if you turn it on, it can just do its own thing. If you want to occupy a different thing, so it's like if you wanted to, instead of be a gunner, be the captain, so that the guns are still doing their. You guys don't always have to operate your guns. Is what I'm
So
saying.
what if I want to? What if I want to do this? What if
Okay.
I want to wait until we're in a good spot, and then I want to flick one on and have it target. Does it look like there's fighters, support craft with them?
You do
that what I'm
not currently
saying?
see them.
I don't see them. Well, I'll flick one on, and then I'll grab the other, and I'll just have that one fire at will, and then I will target a specific area on their ship.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. You're gonna have that one fire at will, and then go to the other one.
Yeah, and like try to be more strategic with where I
So
aim
then
with
I will let you ready an attack.
it. Okay.
So when they get into, I guess your range would be. It'd be. I mean, I'll just tell you right now. It's each square on this map is each square on this map is
What
equal
squares?
to. It's multiply it by 100. So if you have rulers,
Oh yes.
you multiply it
such.
by 100.
Gotcha.
So it's 6,000, 18,000. Nope. Its auto turrets are 3,000, 9,000.
right.
So 30, 90.
It's a good graphics card.
Yep.
All right.
All right.
So we would navigate.
You're trying to do that to get behind him.
Get behind him.
All right. So using your stealth capability and your moment of truth, this is how you'd like to begin the combat.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay. All right. He will ready his action. You're in a good spot if you want to fire.
I'm gonna say let's open.
This is just how we started the
Right.
combat. Basically.
Opening fire.
All right. So go ahead and roll to hit. You're going to add 7. I think, right?
I don't think that was.
Yeah, you're at 7.
Oh,
Is it-
starting out good with a natural 20.
Wow. Okay. So that's going to be double the mega damage here. Go ahead and roll
Double the mega
3d4.
All right, 3d4.
I think that's. I mean, yours.
Yes,
you may not
yeah,
have
yeah,
yours right
yeah,
now,
so
but
yes,
I'm
it is.
updating it as it's
It
happening.
is 3d4. Is that +7 for anyone?
This is +7 to hit with the weapon.
Okay. Okay. I wasn't sure if that was just Scott or if that's just anyone.
It's the weapon itself.
Cool. Okay.
6.
6 damage.
Is that doubled?
Did you double it?
Oh, double it?
No, you don't have to double the dice. You can just.
It's 12.
12. Yes.
Oh, I thought it rolled
You could
twice.
do both.
You
Which
can.
one would you rather do?
I'd rather roll the dice again. 7.
7.
6 and 7.
13.
So 13 damage has been dealt.
Mega damage.
Yes, 13. Cool.
Boom.
Now it is Joe Thor.
Babu.
Joe Thor saw what Scott was doing and the nice shooting that he was doing, and is just pulling up all the systems and gonna be monitoring what's going on and doing what he needs to do to repair. I assume that he would probably be going down to the cargo bay where he can get better access to engines and stuff.
Yeah, you can. So in this case, okay. So I'm going to give you this option. You can do this. You can direct power if you want. You can use your action to deactivate the shield and direct its power elsewhere, either to the engines or to the ship's weapons. If you put it in the ship's engines, the ship's movement speed increases by half until the beginning of your next turn. If you invest power in one of the ship's weapons, the gunner can make one additional attack during their taking open fire action. But of course, you readied an attack, which is not, so
Right.
it doesn't apply to that. Alternatively, you can draw power from the ship's weapons and invest it in the shields. When you do so at the beginning of your next turn, the ship's shields cover 2 of its consecutive sides instead of only 1. Oh, you're right. So it is directional, and I think we decided that it was the front, right?
Front and back.
Well, just
This
right now
may-
it would be front, just based
Yeah,
on
you
our
have
direction.
front shields. Yeah.
This
wild.
may sound like a weird question, but is that ship bloody?
No.
Okay.
There is
Is it one of the ships that chased us? Is
There
that
is a
what you're
condition in which the ship you will be able to visibly see as it will take explosion saving throws.
Is it bloody?
I like that.
So you will know as it begins to catch fire in space.
I imagine it's like
Except you don't catch fire in space.
when you're trying to hold it
We're
in.
not
There's
thinking
not a
this hard
bathroom
about it
nearby.
today, Ross.
When
There's
what-
some fires that don't require oxygen.
You sound the same volume as everyone else in the recording.
I know, but it's hard
Yeah.
to
It's
listen
just
to
hard
two
to tell.
people at
Yeah.
once.
I mean, I can actually hear myself. That never happens.
I can hear yourself.
I can hear you too, Jackson.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I can draw power from one system to another.
Due to another, yes. That would be what I would recommend you do, because currently you do not have any spell slots to add to the energy, and then
Right.
you also do not have you do not have anything to repair right now.
Right. So yes, I will draw power from shields to go to weapons for the next person to shoot.
Okay.
that
So he's
case-
drawing power from the shields, meaning you guys have no shields to the end of this round.
In that case, it's Kane's turn.
Yeah, you deactivated the shields is what you did.
Also,
Right.
when does the auto turret do its damage?
The auto turret will go at the end of the entire round.
So what he did will help the auto turret.
Yes,
No,
unless
sweet.
somebody should take it
It
over.
will not, because Kane's jumping down there.
Yeah,
Kane
come on, Kane.
slides down
Let's
bottom,
do it.
slides in the seat, grabs the handles.
Please hit.
Kane, I diverted power from the engines to the guns.
Not to the engines, the shields.
Sorry, shields. That's what I meant. From shields to the gun, so you have 2 shots.
+7, you said?
+7, yes.
Yep.
24.
24 does indeed hit. So which one are you aiming at? You're aiming at this ship right here. So now roll your damage. Your damage is 3d4.
Oh, shoot.
Yes.
Oh, you,
Does not have enough d4s.
Here, I've got some
do
D4s.
one
more.
I've got several.
no.
How can you not
Found
find
it.
one?
I was completely unprepared for 3d4.
I'm gonna.
That is a total of 10.
10. Wow, so now we've done 13 plus 10, right?
23.
yes. 13.
I know how to do
plus-
math sometimes.
And then
And then he fires again.
And
17.
17.
somebody
That's
stop
a lot of damage.
No, 17.
No, 17
Oh,
to
that
hit.
does hit.
17
Yes.
to hit.
That would be a lot of
You
damage.
cannot-
On 3d4, that's a ridiculous
impossible.
amount of damage.
Oh, no.
Something's up here.
I know I'm good, but 7.
Cool. So
Yeah.
you've done 300 damage. Actually, isn't it times 100? So 3,000 damage.
It's over 3,000.
It just feels good to say.
It's actually not
definitely
exactly
pointless,
3,000.
but it's 3,000. It's a lot of damage. Emotional damage. So now it
emotional
is.
damage.
Now I believe
How is the ship's emotional state?
the ship's emotional state is currently not having an issue.
Sad.
I think the ship's having a great time.
Okay. Well, okay.
So the ship the ship is going to use all of it. Basically can activate all of its ship abilities once because of the number of people that are on the ship. So basically I have to decide what the captain is going to do, what the dogfighter may do, engineer and the pilot may do, which is a big piece of shit, which is why I've only got 2 ships for our first combat for me. So the captain is going to, let's imagine it cuts to the inside of the ship, and you see a bunch of men in blue, all men, and they are like, go you to the battle stations, run! They fired upon our rear. We need to reactivate, move the shields, and blah blah. They're all like going crazy. They're
There are
running
also
around.
some sounds of beep, beep, beep.
Oh, it's like all red, and they're like, the enemies are firing upon us. The terrorists.
People are running back and
Turn to
forth.
port side.
Like it's just very like, go take the ship now.
People are clicking on keyboards. And
So I will say that the
the good stuff.
pilot will move his 45-degree interval, and he's going to pilot around. He's going to move the ship. He can move the ship up to its speed of the ship's cone of movement. Then once it's finished moving, it can rotate its direction. That it can also take an evasive maneuver should it want to, and increase its AC. I think what it's going to do is it's not going to move right now. Actually, yeah, it's going to move. So what it's going to do is it has a lot of movement here. Wherever it was facing before, this
the one.
matters.
yes.
So what is it going to do? It is going to fly forward. It is going to fly forward 30 feet and then maneuver 90
I'm
degrees.
sorry, 30 feet?
Sorry, not 30 feet, 3,000 feet.
So
half a ruler.
6 inches.
And then it's going to turn 90 degrees. So it's sort of in the air and turns. And then
There's no air.
that's what they do. Now the gunner says, open fire! Actually, let me see if he can. I don't know what they're facing.
Why is he an elf?
He's not an elf.
He's just a small dude, all right? Puberty's going to hit him later. all
We've
right?
had that conversation.
Currently, it does not have enough to do its light cannons, which are only on the front of its ship. It will fire with its heavy cannon.
Is he doing a broadside?
It's going to broadside us.
Oh my gosh.
So you see this sort of like thing like open up. It goes. It opens up. Now
No.
I have to see if there is enough range. Do I have? Basically, with this, I'm just subtracting 2 zeros, right? So it's 135 feet. I think we're good. But do we have 45 for this? Am I within my first range increment?
What does it need to be within?
It needs to be within 45.
That would be
9 inches.
Within 9 inches.
9 inches.
Just barely.
Just barely inside.
To the ship?
Yeah, so just barely 9 inches. I mean, double check me, but that's...
If it's to base, then yes.
I'm hearing the jokes. 9 plus 8 plus 3.
That hits.
It
'Cause
fires.
Our AC is 14.
Sorry, that was just damage. Let's roll a hit.
Oh.
RSC is what?
14.
This is going to be a
1,000.
total of 10. Oof. As you dodge a ton of damage, it goes and just flies past you into the endless depth of space.
Wait. Oh, 10 to hit. So not 10 damage.
Does not do 10 damage. It
Oh.
misses entirely.
Oh.
Oh.
Just goes past you.
Okay.
As you see this, like, huge ball of fire. As it,
So-
like, sort of gets smaller as it gets closer towards you.
So are these ships bigger than ours?
No, they're about the same size.
They're about the same. Okay. So
Yeah.
we could get those.
You could.
Oh,
It is a transport vessel, as is yours.
nice.
So now the other ship is after Ewan. So Ewan. Oh, no, wait, I lied. I have to do all their rolls. I hate myself. Pilot moved. The gunner fired. The engineer actually right now he's going to attempt to do a system repair.
He should fail that.
He might fail that.
He should. That'd be nice.
It is all in the roll.
By the way, you can target systems. If you want to just fire at the ship as a whole, you get a +7. If you want to target systems, that changes.
Oh, that's true. That makes sense.
So in this case, that system repair check is a fail. You see a small glasses individual is running towards the engine room, and he's like, I won't go out, sir. I can't. He's trying to put out the fire in that room.
Sparks are flying.
Small explosion. blows him
And then
back.
he says, well,
Camera
send out the dogfighter. And then a little ship boop, pops out the back.
He looks like a dog.
Just put him down low.
How low can you go?
And there he is. He actually only can just pop out the back, and he will be facing that direction because facing does matter. There you go. There he emerges, and he says, Roger, Roger.
Oh. One day with a stupid high voice.
All right. So now that is all of them have activated. Ewan, as I prepare for the next ship to engage in combat with you, what do you do?
Well,
He'd be a Marvin the Martian.
You are a pilot, sir, currently, unless you would like to change that.
I think that we need a pilot.
yeah.
You can't be on guns. Occupado.
So your options are, you can do a hard turn, you can ram, you can evasive maneuvers, or you can move.
I want to ram.
Wait.
You'd like to ram?
Could you...
Dude, we don't have our
Possibly.
shields on.
Turn them on.
No. We can't turn them on until
Not,
next
not,
turn.
not to my
Fine.
team.
Then no.
Scott
You
was
have
going to point his gun
cone
at
of
Ewan.
movement. You have a cone of movement
be
equal
great to
to,
not die.
in your case, your guys' cone of movement would be 90 degrees. That would be your maneuverability.
It's all the same to you.
So you have 90 degrees of movement that you can do straight from the middle of your ship.
Let me ask this. Does it affect our ability to shoot?
Your ability to shoot?
Do we have a cone of attack?
No, that is omnidirectional.
Okay. Do what you like.
So I think their guns do more damage, but don't have that omnidirectional quality.
But ours are light.
The broadside ones. The ones that the front ones are.
They
light.
do not
I
have
wanna-
blasters in the back,
I wanna
which is
turn-
why they have a dogfighter to account for that weakness.
Mm-hmm.
I want to turn
And
the
why they have to
right
turn around.
just a hair and come straight so they can't broadside us.
So you're going to go, just going to turn a little
there
bit and
you
go
go.
straight.
Yeah.
Technically, you must rotate at the end of your direction. So basically, you have to,
Oh, so we have to move and then turn?
you have to move and then turn
Turn us back.
because it is in fact space. You can use your action to move the ship up to its speed. Once you have finished moving, you then rotate the direction of your ship. It's facing up to its maneuverability score. In your case, it'd be 90 degrees.
Can I go under them?
Interesting. I don't hate that. Basically, that works for me. Really, the floating is just because it looks cool.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have to keep this on a 2D plane just because it is a game.
Just for now.
Yeah. I mean, we may evolve into higher things, but this is the learning battle. So, let's see it.
That feature is not available in the tutorial.
Let's walk before we run.
Yeah.
But you can go straight.
We're flying.
Straight and turn.
Yep.
Okay. Do I need to roll anything or no?
I think-
You just needed to tell us how it works, where
how
we're
straight
going.
do you want to go?
Up close to the edge and turn to just miss them.
If you were in a dogfighter, you could be doing all kinds of rolls, but you're not.
Well, we're not.
Yeah.
Is that outside of the broadside
So where
range?
were you facing before?
Just like in front of that.
He
like, directly
can
to
only
that
go
ship.
straight. from where
Perfectly
he is.
straight.
Perfectly straight.
Here.
Yeah. So he has to go perfectly straight up to his speed. That's why it works on a grid, but also that
Actually,
you can
yeah,
rotate.
those things are clutch for that.
There you go.
Now you can rotate.
Now you can rotate, and up to 90 degrees.
How far do you want me to rotate?
Just so we miss them. Miss them both at that because that one's probably going to start
he's gonna
heading
go
up
that way?
towards us. Yeah, that's probably
Nice. All right. So we've rotated.
good. Yep.
You see the
can still do
small little
evasive
people
maneuvers.
inside the ship who are reloading the next cannon
They're
shot.
small little people.
They're the same size as you, but they're just distance very far away.
That was only movement, though. Don't forget, you can still take evasive maneuvers.
Actually, he can move, evasive maneuver, or ram.
Oh.
But he cannot dodge ram.
Yeah, because evasive maneuvers in this case is you use your action to scramble around rather than to move forward.
Let's see.
Basically, you would add your dex modifier to the ship's AC.
Dude. Dex modifier is awesome.
So now it is the next ship will then move, is going to move forward. The pilot is going to engage its forward thrusters. Is going to move up to its speed.
Yep.
And its speed in this case, of course, you guys know it already, memorized it. No, you didn't. It's just 30 feet. It's normal.
Someone in the audience did.
And then he's going to rotate so that he's forward facing to you guys. Okay? And then he's going to attempt to fire his light cannons at you. Now, is he 45? 45 would be 9 inches away.
From the base, yes.
No,
No.
so
Wait,
I,
no, wait, sorry.
no,
Never mind.
No, he's just outside.
and then 135 feet, he'd be within that. So
Yes.
he's going to have disadvantage on this shot at range, but he's going to fire 3 times with his light cannons.
Are these lightweight cannons or cannons of light?
There's heavy cannons and light cannons.
They're not photons.
Oh shit! So that is gonna still probably hit. I rolled a 16 on the lowest die.
Yes.
I'm gonna roll the next one just to double check. That one's not gonna hit. Then the next one is going to be also not a hit. So we're gonna see one hit with those light cannons. Of course, light does mean danger. That's gonna be 13 mega damage.
That's way more than the broadside.
Yeah, in
would've
this
been.
case. As they fire
Maybe.
upon you. Okay,
We don't
cool.
know.
Then there is the engineer
Oh.
is going to then
I get it.
direct power. Now that the ship's weapon is fired, they're going to direct power to invest it in the ship's shield,
From?
covering its front
From the weapon?
from the weapon, from the heavy cannon.
So we get one less attack next turn?
You mean from the light cannon?
Yeah, so basically it's bracing itself if you decide to attack. And then activate our little tiny ship.
Wait, the other one.
The other one. Yep. Put it out there behind him.
Oh, I didn't realize
Little
that.
tiny ship.
I didn't
You're
realize
good.
it was.
These are the same types of ships.
Gotcha.
Go.
And then the captain is going to. The captain is going to say, "Full speed ahead. Move me another 3 inches." And I believe
Mini ship move with that too, or no?
what?
Does the mini dogfighter ship move with that?
No,
too,
it does
or
not. It's now a separate entity.
Okay.
And it will now go at the bottom of the initiative. So I'm going to go again, basically, with those guys. But they only get piloting checks. Actually, let me double check. There's 2 passengers in each of those. No? Never mind. Just 1. All right, cool. So that's what I do. Then the other guys are going to move. It has 1 passenger. It has 1 attack, but right now what it's going to do, this little tiny ship is going to basically just rotate 90 degrees. That was not 90 degrees.
Yeah, it's like 120.
Actually, I lied. I have 180 degrees of movement, so I'm going to rotate fully.
Never mind.
To point straight at us.
And I'm going to fire.
Fire.
And I'm going to roll. I miss. And then the other one is going to turn around. It is going to move. Its speed is the half a ruler to catch up with its other ship. Cool. All right. Awesome stuff. Now it is back to the top of the round.
With Scottbot.
Scottbot.
And
All right.
We still
You
have.
still have extra attack, right?
Yes. Yeah. We still have the extra power going to the guns.
How are we looking damage-wise?
Since the shield, since I took power away from the shields, and I assume with the shields, that's pretty much like temporary hit points, correct? Okay, gotcha.
They just absorb damage.
Also,
Right.
memory's with us, right?
Memory is with you.
Yes. Okay. So, 37 out of 50 mega hit points. That's where we're at, and I will get the shields back up as soon. Well, metagaming, but that is what I'm.
So
going to do.
Scott, you're in this scenario. Everybody can move around if they don't want to be in their spot. Does that make sense? The only person that cannot switch without basically giving up an action is the pilot. So if you move from the pilot's chair, there is no piloting this round. But that does not mean that the person who gets it from the piloting chair cannot act. They just can't. The piloting seat is open, if that makes sense.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, what's up?
Am I aware of Kane's accuracy? Like his ability to shoot?
You just saw it.
What did I gather from that?
He's pretty good.
He's better than me because he rolled better.
Sure, yeah.
So I'm going to say, Kane, 2 fighters. All focus on the larger craft.
The small ones? Okay. I think I can do that. Yeah. It's gonna be okay.
All right, so what are you going to do, Scott?
He's just crying.
He's going to open fire. He's going to open fire.
I'm going to target their system. I'm going to target the engine of the broadsider.
Okay, he's going to target the engine of the. In this case, I'll let you know.
I thought you gave her weapons.
This is a transport. So you're firing upon the transport ship. All right, go ahead and roll. And in this case, be prepared. You only now have a +2 to hit.
And I roll a d20 like normal.
Yes.
You're trying to hit with a +2, a 14.
So while he's doing that, is it when you target any system, it's only +2, or is it engines?
Might
It's when you
depend.
target a specific system.
Okay, gotcha. I'm just filling out the sheet as much as I can. Okay.
18.
18, that's for sure going to hit. So you're targeting the engines. Go ahead and roll damage.
They had me with the face.
Yeah, that was very convincing.
Damage, that's 3 of the
3d4.
3 triangles.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, that is cocked. Oh, I should have. Okay, 3. 3.
3. 3 is not enough to deactivate it, unfortunately for you. However, that is enough to do some damage to the ship. which is good.
You have an extra shot.
Oh, I do?
Yes.
I'll take my second shot.
Yeah, because I have not diverted power away yet since it's not my turn.
Yep.
Thank you, Andy.
Wait, you can. Why did I say you can make multiple attacks?
I would
Because
be-
he diverted power from the shields to the weapon.
Yes, you can. Yes.
All right, so just roll another hit.
Are you going to tell us how much damage went to the ship and not the
Just
engines?
3 damage went to the ship.
Three mega
Okay.
points.
It's basically if he does a certain threshold of the ship, then he deactivates that.
Okay,
thing.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool.
Which is more than the minimum amount of damage.
12.
12.
Yeah.
12 is not enough. Goes wide in the second attack, and it is now, I believe, Jovthor's turn. Jovthor, you are standing there as things are beginning to go a little haywire in the engines, and in your, in your mechanical space.
What are you going to do about it?
I am... so remind me again what happens when we divert power away from the engines, movement speed-wise.
You can, if you invest power in the ship's engines, so you can draw power from the shields, and you can draw power from the weapons. You cannot draw power from the engines.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. And when I draw power away from the weapons, we just get one... we cannot attack? Or...
You can draw power from the ship's weapons. So, like, as a whole, the ship's weapons.
Okay. And what is the disadvantage to that?
The disadvantage of that is you can no longer use your weapons.
Okay, at all. Okay. Gotcha. Just making sure. All right, so I'm going to...
So is the default right now that it went back to normal?
Yeah, on his turn, he's not having to put it back, but it, like, currently right now, if he can, as a free action, put it back to normal. But he can't, but otherwise it's going to be assumed that the
it
shields are
stays.
still off.
Gotcha.
Okay, gotcha.
But it's now back to his turn, he can sort of reset that.
Gotcha. No, I'm going to allow the shields to go back up.
Our frontal shields reactivate, we see the shimmer of blue, and then it disappears.
And I'm going to... With unidirectional, it's only like front, back, sides, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Just the way that we're angled, I'm going to divert the shields to our...
Yes,
left.
as a bonus action, you can switch the direction, so you can still do
Okay.
something else too.
Yes, okay.
You could repair the ship, right?
Yeah. Do I
Yes.
need spell slots for that?
No.
Okay, cool.
System repair is not how that works. But
Okay.
yeah, so you are going to, as a bonus action, you move the ship's shields to the one side. I'm assuming you're going to pick your left side.
Left side and then try and fix
Yep.
things.
And then
Is that
at the beginning
starboard
of the
or
initiative,
port?
at the beginning of the initiative order, the shield regains half its maximum shield points.
Okay. So, I mean, we're already at...
So you guys can theoretically do no damage to the ship over time. However, I will tell you right now, the ships you guys are firing at, these transport ships, do not have shields.
Okay. So,
Kill him.
how do I start to repair?
How do you start to repair? Make a technology check.
Technology
DC
check.
15.
DC. Fortunately,
Detective Comics 15. What?
21.
That's right.
21. That's huge.
I mean,
So
I have a +8 with tech.
I was about to say, that's a big
that's
bonus.
huge. Go ahead and roll a D4 for me.
Did you kill it? Fatally.
3.
You gain 3 hit points back.
Okay.
Nice.
Dope. Way to go, Joe.
I think you fixed something.
Yeah, you did indeed. Now it is, I believe it's Kane.
That's right.
Kill
Yes.
some guys.
I think I have to target the mini fighters. This is what Scott told me to do.
Fire up!
So I'll target the one that just tried to shoot us. I think
All right.
did he shoot us? No, he missed.
He attempted to.
So you're going to fire. Go ahead and roll with a +7.
13.
13 does hit, in fact.
Cool.
It is just hitting.
Yeah, I saw that 6 in there. I was like, oh no. 8.
8. That's tons of damage to this thing. It looks pissed.
Is it bloodied?
Like
No.
drunk?
No. I just don't know how to react when it's not a living entity.
It just goes,
I'll just say, you fire at the ship, and the ship sort of like, a little bit of fire like hits off the side.
It wobbles.
Is it listing to the left now?
It's in space, so I'm not sure how to process.
we cannot hear it scream.
Yep. No smoke. Who's to say?
Yeah. All right. So now it is My turn. Okay, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm definitely going to fire at your shields. I'm going to use my heavy cannon, and I'm going to fire. Actually, instead of that right now, I feel like the captain is pretty pumped about where you guys are. So he's going to declare a barrage, and he's going to have, he says, he's on the ship. You cut back to this man. This man is like your quintessential like anime protagonist, and he's like pulls the hat down low, slides it to the side, and he goes, "Fire at will!" And then everyone's like,
Will?
It's not my name.
everyone's like slow motion, like like limited animation style, goes out. He's gonna fire. So that is going to be does a 15 hit.
Just hits.
Just hits. That's a bummer. So this is the heavy cannon. Let's all fear death here for a second.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, you can flee from this combat, but at what risk? All right, here we go. That's some big damage. That is going to be a total of 15.
Woo! Out of how many again?
That's just to the shields.
Okay.
So if it goes above what our shields have, do we get damage?
Your shields are depleted, and then you will start taking damage.
Okay, that's what I assumed. And you said 15 damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are our shields depleted?
Yes.
And now you see the gunner will then open fire. Is going to do a 16 to hit.
The gunner?
16 hits.
The gunner, yeah. So the captain just said fire at will, and now the gunner's going to go.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Please be a 1. That's not a 1.
Oh, that's not good. So that's already 19 plus 5 is 24. It's not looking good.
No. We need to like get out of here.
I don't think we should have gotten that close.
Take a basic maneuver.
You said 24.
I did.
Well, we're leaving this here in a minute.
Yeah.
We're at 9 hit points.
Yeah, we're leaving this.
Yeah. After that, Joe Thor's like, Ewan, get us out of here. We cannot take another hit like that.
That's good. I feel like that would be in the movie.
Yeah.
And then the engineer is then going to direct the shields to be on their side. No, they have no shields. So he's just gonna cry. Wish he had a job.
Trying to fix their damage.
Cry some more.
Yeah, he's gonna try to fix their damage again. I'd like that. He's gonna just be like, and
Why'd
then
you say
he
that?
does none. He's terrible. Really. Their engineer is
It's okay.
terrible. And now this is where we find ourselves. It is Ewan. Ewan, control the rest of this battle.
Yeah,
So
we're
what's
getting out of
happening?
here. We're leaving.
So are you going to move or evasive maneuver or
Whatever gets us out of combat.
Okay, so
you need to move?
Yeah.
so Jaden, with our cloaking,
Yes.
can that be activated now?
Yeah.
Okay. And does Ewan do that, or do I activate it, or how does
It will need to be activated on someone's turn. You could just tell memory to do it, and I'll do it at the end of the initiative.
Okay.
All right, do that.
Yeah, Joe would be like, cloak us and get us out of here.
On it.
So you begin to move.
Yep.
You go straight.
How far?
It's just normal move. You're actually to move up the ship's
Stop
speed.
turning it.
Once you finish moving, you can move.
I
you
turned
can
us
rotate it.
to. Andy, I'm gonna let you move you closer.
I am indeed.
All right. That's dangerous. Now, do you want to rotate?
We're going this way originally. I'm pretty sure the planet's that way.
Yeah, the planet is. Ouch. Oh, that was the corner.
Then yeah, let's rotate.
It's a shame.
Time to put some tennis balls on there.
The funny bone is not funny.
Okay.
Your
What are you doing?
Your little screech.
I'm going to hear about that later.
I'm not angry at you.
We moved and turned.
Yes, perfect. I love it. Super exciting. Hope the audience is still around. Now we are to that ship. So that ship, you know what that ship's going to do. That ship is going to move. It's going to move up to its speed and is going to try to get alongside you and fire.
Maximum barrage. Do we have a jump to light speed ability? Are we cloaked?
You guys, have you guys tried to do that yet?
Cloak?
Because you can
Yes.
try.
Can we
That's been
jump
an
to light
option.
speed?
Oh yeah, the end of the initiative. So it's after this moment.
That means that literally we can't do it then.
Probably not.
In which case we can't move.
Yep.
Because if we move, we die.
Yep.
So we don't move.
I see.
Yeah,
Not bad. Take evasive maneuvers.
I was gonna say I didn't know what that was an option. Yeah, I'm gonna do that instead.
Yeah, take evasive maneuvers. That's smart.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Evasive maneuvers.
told you to take evasive maneuvers.
Now go ahead and roll. No, you roll nothing. You're just adding your dexterity modifier to the ship's AC, and we have advantage on dex saves.
And his
Also-
AC is or his dex is
Wait.
+5.
Do we have advantage on dex saves?
As the ship right now. He does
As
that.
the ship.
As the ship tries to text you, just give non-answers.
So now it is a +5 to its
avoid the
AC,
topic.
taking our AC of a humble 15 to a 20.
14.
What?
The ship has an AC of 14.
Oh, it does because of one reason and one reason alone. It's because you have a cloaking device.
So make it 19 now, I think.
19.
Just for this
That's
turn.
still good.
Oh,
That
wow.
ship's going to move forward up to its speed and then rotate 90 degrees and then take a fire with its heavy cannon.
Oh my gosh.
Don't forget to move the little small ship that was right
Yeah, he
there.
stays back there. What?
We can kill him.
We're gonna die.
Maybe. But luckily, you guys have a pilot taking evasive maneuvers.
We do.
Didn't help.
No, it didn't.
Good.
Not at point blank.
How are we looking, Ross?
9.
We have 9 hit points.
We have surpassed that.
What do you mean?
Did we just get a TPK?
Nope. Okay. When a ship drops to 0 hit points, it becomes a blazing wreck. All of its systems, including weapons, engines, and life support, cease to function, and it can't regain hit points. Escape craft like fighters, life pods, and shuttles can still eject from a blazing wreck. The ship is on a tipping point of complete disaster. It might soon explode outright or otherwise become a derelict wreck. At the end of the initiative order, we will begin making explosion saving throws. Woohoo.
I told you we shouldn't have gotten ourselves into this.
So now,
We did not have a choice.
don't worry, there's always a way out. I've always built in a way out, just not immediately obvious. Here we go. So,
You're always telling me you're gonna kill us.
I know. So,
I have a space
so this,
suit.
all
I'll
right, so
survive.
truth be told, this ship basically turns around, fires, and then just there's a hole in your ship real quick, and everyone's like, putting on their things, getting ready because this ship's gonna be, wrecked in a second.
Boarded.
Scott just
And there is this moment of intense fear. All right, so then you see Memory go over in the corner and pull out her computer. She activates cloaking, and you guys are invisible. No, you're not, because the ship's
And
up there.
exploded.
I was just about to say, I thought you said
So
all.
no, never mind. She would, but she begins to type something, and you see she's trying to get something going, and she's just typing on like basically a black screen. A bunch of green text flies across it, and she's just typing.
It's
She's
coming down
typing.
like this.
She's typing. Yes, the Matrix. But no, she's really just trying to do something. And I promise this will matter in a second. So then you see those little two dogfighters, and they're going to begin to try to board you. As they sort of try and fly in your direction. And they can just get as close as
Ew,
they can. That's all they
gross.
can do right now.
Okay, is it my turn?
No, it is actually the end of the initiative order, and something's going to occur. Somebody's going to make an explosion saving throw.
Oh boy.
Somebody's going to roll a d20.
Adding?
Nothing.
Yeah.
What is it?
11.
11. That is a success. All right. All right. It's basically death saves. You guys know how they work.
Yeah.
Explosions.
Except for when you fail, the entire ship explodes.
It's about the same.
But now it is the end of the initiative, and you see Memory says, "Hold him off. Give me. I can do this."
Can you put that in like a through comms?
Oh, sorry. And you guys are hearing like, and she's like, "Oh, that was good." She basically says, "Okay, I can do this. Give me 2 more rounds."
No.
I was like,
We do not have a bar on board.
What are we supposed to do?
Now it is your turn, Scott.
Okay. Scott is going to get up from his chair,
Yep.
and he's going to go to where he would anticipate the boarding party to arrive.
Go to where the boarding party may arrive. I'm assuming that's
You wanna
probably
go
going to
to,
be the back.
Slightly to the left, maybe?
Yes. And I'm going to take up ambush position.
Okay. Taking up an ambush position.
Kane will get in a similar situation with his Star-Lord style mask. He only needs to breathe.
I like it.
That's it.
And can I ready act or like sneak attack?
You cannot ready a sneak attack.
Oh wait. I'm just making sure in case like there was something I'm gonna regret not readying something.
Roll for stealth?
Do I don't think I need to.
You could like
Do I need to?
basically just tell me what you're doing. This combat scenario is less of a combat now, and more of a what is happening to Scott.
Well, Scott is going to because the fighters only have like one guy, right? Mm-hmm. So Scott is going to be preparing to murder the man upon his entry.
Yep.
And steal his fighter.
I like it.
Good
I like
call.
it. It's a good one.
Yeah.
So you're prepared for that.
Well, it's not murder if it's
What is
self-defense.
Jovthor doing?
What is Jove? Jovthor is like looking at all the systems, seeing if there's any way that he could get any system back online.
Technology check for me, please. It's a dang near impossible thing to do, but if you get it, I'm gonna be impressed.
I do have advantage on power systems, like rolls for power systems.
So are you trying to get the power back online?
I'm trying to get anything back online.
All right, I'm gonna give you advantage on it.
Okay.
I need you to hit this nearly impossible thing to do. You guys know the DC. You know it. Here we go.
Oh, thank God.
Nat 20.
What's the total, buddy?
28.
28. DC in my head was 25. So here's what happens to Jovthor. By the
Well,
sheer will.
Good
and
roll.
Maybe it's his proximity to home. Who knows? But he walks over, his gauntlets in hand. They begin to charge with energy, and he defibrillates the engines.
What?
And because this is breaking the rules, what I will do is I will say the ship comes online, but Jovthor's no dummy. He knows you've bought yourself one round. But what I will do is I will go back to Scott. Scott, he has activated the ship on his turn.
Uh-huh.
You now can do something ship related if you'd like.
I'm going to activate our cloak.
I like it. So Scott runs over and needs to make a stealth check on the ship's behalf.
Oh, which dice do I trust this to? That one's fine. 18.
18. Okay. Take the ship off the board. Oh, yeah. We know where it is. We have this thing here on the map to represent it. But you are invisible. All right, now. Yes, the thing. Okay, so now, Jovthor,
that
your
works.
turn was spent bringing this ship back to life.
By the skin of our teeth, yes.
The other ships are now going to do something after Kane. So Kane, what do you do? I like the idea of this being a little bit more intense, so give me a second.
Kane is being quiet. Hoping they won't hear us.
Here's what I'm gonna do. There we go.
I can't get in the pilot seat. He's already there.
I am there.
Can't help without engineering. Shooting will give away our position.
You want to do a captain?
I guess I'll do a captain action.
Okay.
One of those actions is just telling us to move, right?
Your option is to brace for impact, full speed ahead, or fire at will,
I think it's full speed ahead.
or deep scan.
I don't
Full
think
speed ahead
I
takes
don't-
us, what, 3 inches?
I don't think we can move.
Right now?
Yeah, I think it's
Cloak?
we
No,
just
pilot can do it. Pilot can use his reaction to push the engines, then use their reaction to move the ship half its movement.
Okay, I just assumed from what you
No,
said
I'm
about the
giving you guys a
systems.
free round before we begin explosive
Yes.
saves again.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Which takes us to...
Ah!
I know. Like there.
Okay.
Where did he go?
The ship moves. All right, now those ships are going to begin to scan. They need to roll investigation checks to try and find you. Ship 1. 5 on the die. Ship 2. 3 on the die.
They have
You hear over the communications. Where'd you go? Now it is Ewan. Ewan, what are you doing?
Can we keep moving straight?
no.
You're the pilot.
Yes.
We're gonna do that. We're gonna keep going straight. And
All right.
do the old turkey turn.
And he rotates. Okay.
Yeah, that works.
How are you rotating?
Nice.
That's not rotating.
This way.
The fighters then begin to fly towards the direction of where you guys were and find nothing. And then we'll look around themselves.
Where? Where?
The pilot, one of the pilots says, "Ooh,
Oh no.
it's interesting because it's technically not what they're able to do." So what he says is he says, you guys hear this because of the communications open line.
Yeah.
Here, he turns and he says, "Sir, I know that they're damaged. I don't know how they flew. They shouldn't be able to. Their systems are completely offline. In fact, I lost them because there's nothing to sense. But he does know that you're out there."
Did we ever exist?
Can we remote hack?
Save number 2. Who's rolling it?
I will roll it. Well, shit.
What'd you roll? A 1?
What the hell,
That's
man?
2 failures. That's 2 failures.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Within the next, you guys know within the next 6 seconds, you could either live or die. So what do you do?
I really need to.
Because we are out of combat. We are now in 6 seconds of initiative to attempt to figure out what the heck you're going to do.
My suit's ready to go if
There's-
something happens.
We can do fireball and
I have a healing syringe.
kinetic force.
Can Kane absorb the explosion?
No, you're not Captain
No.
America. Jump on a grenade.
Well, with him having radiation, I didn't know if that
I can
would work that way.
avoid the explosion.
Right. But is there any way that we can repair the ship and stop it from blowing up?
I mean, that's
Repairing the ship is going to spend 24 hours.
Never mind.
So yes.
but not in. Can't repair it in 6
Just not
seconds.
right now in a dire situation. Where
I'm basically asking, what are you doing? You guys survived, but your ship maybe did not.
I think I'm going to open the airlock
Okay.
and float towards the ship that's pointed away from us.
Everyone's got like a suit or something on, right?
Right.
Scott
Yes.
opens the back door by force because it's not letting him open it, but he needs to make an athletics check to get it open.
Since I've got my suit on and since I've left the pilot's chair at this point, can I give him advantage with my laser sword?
You haven't left the pilot's chair.
You're gonna cut open the back?
Yeah.
Hold on.
18.
That might,
18.
never
He
mind.
just pushes it open,
that
Never mind.
Yeah, that might cut our cloaking.
and then you just float out there.
Oh, I can't.
Hope you don't miss,
Yeah.
because there's a lot more space than there is ship.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna make you roll yet.
It's an asteroid.
So now, Scott is out there. What do the rest of you do?
I
Go
can give
for
a
it.
spell
Kane?
slot to something. What did that do again? Or what does Kane think it will do?
You expend a spell slot with a level greater or equal to the engine class to overcharge the engine. The shield recharges completely, and until the beginning of your next turn, power is in the ship's engines, allowing you to make one additional attack for every gun that you add a spell slot to. And you can't use this again for 1 minute.
That sounds reasonable. I believe Kane is going to do that in order to keep up the stealth cloaking. Because the stealth cloaking is shields.
It is.
So he's going to run over to the engine and just...
What's the engine class? Did I tell you?
Yes, engine class 2.
Just like palm it.
So you need to use a...
Third level.
Third level spell slot. Which I don't believe you
Yes,
have.
I do.
You do?
Yes, I do.
Gross.
So Kane
Greater
will
than
go
or
up-
equal, so you could use level 2.
So Kane will go up and his eyes will like glow a little bit and you'll see... you were probably down there.
Yeah.
You'll see like
I'm just working on the system, just doing what I can to keep the ship alive.
the inside of him seems to glow. And then that glow seems to go into the engine. Just for a moment. For 6 seconds.
So you see as you guys understand how space works, the ship's engines come alive for a second. And Ewan is able to move the ship towards Jupiter, meaning you will make it to Jupiter. But will Scott? We'll find out there next time.
Oh my god.
Another happy landing.
Because whether it was Zane or just roleplay, that decision came 6 seconds too early. So we'll see what happens next time on Orbit 21 and Roll 2-1. Bye.